Good evening again, folks. We want to welcome you to a great edition of MLC Talk. That's the Malnutrition Connections program every Sunday at about this time. Today we have in us with us in studio my dear brother Elijah Zena. Our sister couple, Sele, will be joining us from Canada. And also our ambassador will be joining us from Freetown, Sierra Leone. We're hoping to have uh, uh, our senior brother Josiah Jokai before he can, you know, before before he can go for Senate confirmation. We're hoping that he will be here with us today, and also our brother Batam Abel Leweli. Our Reverend, we know today is Sunday. Our Reverend, we do not expect that he'll be here with us, but. Again, folks, we want to welcome you. Welcome to a great program. Elijah, what's up, man? What's going on?
Not much, Woody. Just another regular Sunday,
Yep.
another regular MSC talk, and today we're gonna have some really interesting topic and people on this show, and we hope that people can tune in and listen to the conversation today, especially with our guest today. It's gonna be power pack, and so we hope that everybody can tune in and just follow the program today.
Absolutely. Speaking of Power Pack, I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait to to listen to this live testimony from uh, uh our sister Gayduo. Um, yes, today. Um, I mean, today's program is really going to be a transformative program. I would say that people who do not believe, you know,
Yeah.
people who doubt, doubting Thomas, you know, uh, they will be on here today, and they will listen to this live testimony from our sister, God, how God has granted us this second chance, this healing mercy. But while we wait for our sister Elijah, I mean, there's news coming from KP this evening.
Well,
Uh-huh.
as we all know, like we were trying to have a midweek program with the young people as they were going to the convention,
Right.
and but due to the technological problem out there at KP, we were not able to host that midweek program. But however the case might be, we have some good news coming out of KP where the young people elected a new council officers. So that will steer the affairs of the National Lutheran Fellowship for the next 3 years, and hopefully we want to like not hopefully, but we know that we will host them sometime soon. However, on behalf of the program, we just want to say congratulations to the new leadership and congratulations also to the outgoing leadership for a job well done having a smooth transition of power. This is a good example that the young people are setting, that they went to convention, no noise, no trouble, everybody participated, and they got no cause of officer that will be steering the affairs of the Lutheran Youth Fellowship. That's what we want to see in the church. That's how the church should be. Go into a process and everybody be happy coming out of that. So we want to say congratulations to President-elect Ina Kumar and his team. We say congratulations to you guys, and we look forward to talking to you guys very soon. Okay, yeah, you're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. So as I was saying, going to this convention, I taught on the women's election. The women convention last, um, the convention before, the election that was held at LTI as well, right? It was held at LTI, right?
Mhm.
And we saw the outcome. But we can see how the young people, we can see how the young people have, I mean, just brought this new, you know, this new flavor, letting us know that in the midst of all of the, in the midst of any electoral process, you can still have, peaceful and harmonious elections, and
Mhm.
I know there are a lot of people who went to this election with different, mindset, in the sense that they all wanted to win. Okay, I don't think um the brother Kemu, or Kemu, or
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, yeah, I don't think Emmanuel went to election to lose, but we can see,
No.
that right after everything is calm, everything is peaceful. There's no, name calling, no finger pointing. You know, Brother Dalak Bakla. I don't know if he was the campaign chairperson for Brother Enoch, but Brother Dalak Bakla, he posted something in a group chat stating that there were some honor hands, and he raised the alarm. And I don't know if I want to say that was a smart move or so, but you can come in on that. He raised the alarm.
No, Willie, it never, let us say, when you're having election, you always have these kind of things happening, you
Hmm.
have people who want to manipulate the process and XYZ. But
Right.
with the kind of election commissioners you had hindering these elections,
Hmm.
they put into place rules and regulations that were guarding this process
Right.
because
Right.
they were people of integrity,
Hmm.
and they wanted a process that would be transparent, a process that everybody would leave from there and be happy. So they
Hmm.
tried to curb most of these things before they even got to the point of elections. It's young people. So
Elijah,
yeah,
Elijah, not to cut you off. I want us to go to this photo, please, not to cut you off, right? Our
yeah.
sister couple is here. Couple want to say thank you for joining us. Folks, so they will be hosting our sister Gayduo Garbo. She will be joining us very shortly from Fargo, North Dakota. But in the meantime, there's a breaking news coming out of KP. Um, Elijah, I want to ask a question. Is this an installation ceremony? Like
No,
right after election installation?
Yeah.
um, I don't think so. This, I think this was just a presentation of the newly elected officers
Okay,
of
okay,
the
okay.
National Leadership Fellowship at the closing of the convention. I
Right.
know
Okay.
after elections, there can be a formal installation, or sometimes it can happen there. I know when we were elected in Phoebe,
Mm-hmm.
not in Phoebe, but in Mount Mines, we were
Mm-hmm.
installed into offices right after the elections by the late Bishop Harry, and it
Oh
also
wow.
happened in Phoebe when we turned over to Anderson Cooper,
Mm-hmm.
and was installed in Phoebe after the election. So probably it might be an installation. I don't know, but I know things are changing. So I can confirm whether it was a presentation of them or it was an installation of them. Maybe one of them will be able to really give that clarification. But things are
Sure,
changing.
absolutely. And sometime during the show today, we're gonna have the elections committee, the elections and constitution committee of the National Lutheran Youth Fellowship. Election chairperson will be here live with us today, and she will be giving us updates on this entire the entire electoral process that when took place yesterday. But I see Elijah. I still have a question though. I see the sister right here. Is she like is it a moment of what, tears of joy or something? Maybe do you remember the lady who's holding her fist?
Let me tell you, for a
Hmm.
fight,
Uh-huh.
apart from the president elect,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm finding it difficult to identify the rest of the team. So, so a lot of new faces over there. Yeah. So I can't tell you
I
who
can
that person
identify.
is.
I can identify.
Yeah.
The Bible says speak the truth, right?
I tell the truth.
Who is the most recent person who
Go,
was
go
working
ahead,
with the
go ahead, go,
youth?
go ahead, go ahead, couple.
I can think I can try.
Eh?
But I said I think I can try,
Uh-huh.
but the name will not be ready. Like the president, I know him.
Yeah.
His fast, I know the fast, but not by name, by face.
Okay.
The next person know the girl who cover her face. I'm not seeing the face.
Okay.
The next girl is from my parish. That's Sema Chuku Foke. She's from my
Is she-
parish.
she's the one with the lapper.
Yes.
It seems that she tied. You know how the women in Gobacho market will tie the
Yeah.
lapper over their money bag.
Yeah, money
Is
matter.
that she ready? Is that she's ready?
And the next person is Dorcas. Dorcas Flomo. She's hard working. She's one
Okay.
of the camp counselor. Oh yeah, she's hard working.
And which position she went for? Which position she
Dorcas, I think I might be in treasure.
we have the list here. We have the list. We're gonna put up.
Treasure. Dorcas, I love my Dorcas Flomo.
Uh-huh.
She should be the treasure.
Okay.
Yeah. Then
I think they have it in the
this
order
book,
president order with chaplain.
can you give me the
Okay.
guy name? This chaplain, that's why it's another hard working, but I met him on camp. He's a water person. But I don't know his name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but he's I work with him on camp, serve as deputy director to BM, directress,
Oh,
yes. So I'm
yeah.
sure of okay, let me see his name. Okay,
So
so
so the list
Sema
here.
is the Sema is the treasurer, Dorcas is the financial secretary.
Okay.
Okay.
And both of them from your parish.
No, Dorcas is not from my part. I think Dorcas came from Salala, but she's based
Okay.
in Monrovia. Yeah. And
Okay.
Dorcas is also at the economical group. She's serving a position at at NSCC, National Student
That's
Christian
it.
Council, I'm sure. You know,
Okay.
NSCC or LCCYD. No, it can be LCCYD. No, NSCC. She's at NSCC from the Lutheran member group.
Permanent
And
representative.
No,
do
she's
you
not permanent. No,
recognize this
no,
Famata
she's
Dukley?
not permanent representative. She's one of the official at NSCC. She's not
Oh,
permanent.
Do you recognize it Famata Dukley? Famata Dukley? Do you recognize her on the picture here?
From my
Is
probably from my
is
that's
that
the
one
person
holding her
got
face?
a head no and no. I can recognize from matter.
It looks like she's
yeah.
the assistant secretary though.
Look, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, look, couple Willie. This tells you guys that
Listen,
this is
listen.
how transformative. Listen now, this is how
The
transformative.
president is here. The president is here. President Enoch D. Vegetarian Chroma. Eh.
That's the press. Oh. Let's see the press. Oh, what hey, how they can call it? What hey?
The picture. Oh,
No, not the
that
picture. Not the picture. What hey campaign message? What are those
oh, it can
things?
be message.
Yeah.
No,
That's the
I
president.
can't really tell. I can't really tell.
Look, Willie, this
Hey,
is how
folks,
transformative you is right now.
our sister will be joining us very shortly. I think not everyone's so familiar
Oh,
with the technology that we use, but our sister Gayduo Garbo, she will be joining us very shortly. We know that a lot of people are eager to listen to our sister. What she actually went through and how God had blessed her. So please bear with us a little bit. Our sister,
Yeah, you get it
sister.
on like, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and also doing a show today, like we said that the committee chairperson of the NLYF elections and constitution committee, she is very very tired after a very tedious task and coming home in one piece. Look,
I
I'm
know.
so excited when it comes to the LYF. We we do things in
Okay,
peace.
In
Willie,
peace.
I think
We
our
do
sister
things
should
in
be
peace.
in.
Okay,
It's ready.
couple.
Hmm?
You push. No, the women should ask the
To
youth
conduct the
election and
election.
constitution to conduct election. And I like to make that recommendation to the LCL because you have
Willie,
the legal scholars, you have the
The guy is
legal
Willie,
minded
the guy
people.
is on. The guy is on.
No, she's not on
I,
yet. She's not on yet. I don't see her.
yeah, she's there. Check it out, Willie.
No, she's not there, brother. She's not there. If she's there, she will be right in. Yeah, she's not there. I'm looking in there. She's not in the background
Oh,
yet.
she's just sent a message to say I'm in.
No. Maybe she's using Facebook, not Facebook. Send the regular link to her.
Can you send
The
the
link.
link to her?
Yeah, send that link to her,
I
brother.
did.
Yeah. No, we don't see her yet. We don't see
Let me
her.
check. Let me check that.
Yeah, check with her. Check with her. Yeah, folks. And we will be at some point. We're gonna be bringing in the president. The president elect. I don't know if it's official or not, but we're gonna be bringing in the
The
president elect, President Enoch. You know. And then, folks. Some of you have been asking questions, and then um some of you have been requesting that we have another series of the updates from Total. So we are working with other folks behind the scene, and we are hopeful, very hopeful that we're gonna have two-part series. We're gonna have a conversation with the local, and we're gonna have a conversation with the leaders. So hopefully by next Sunday we can have some people from the local community to join us. And then after that, we can have our sister will be joining us very shortly. Like we said, she is preparing herself. She's getting herself situated, and she will be here with us very shortly. Yes, our sister will be here very shortly with us. So yes, couple. I mean, so again, man, no, you people need to hire the service of the LYF. You need to hire the LYF.
Not LIF conducted the election, please.
The
I just
LYF gonna run elections.
no, not LIF. They are not LIF. All
But
those people are here with me. They are in the men's department. The men is already with me as already. It was in LIF.
when saw Joe back going to a men's meeting.
George can go to men meeting. Who told
When
you
when
put I went for a national men program when they had
when
like to contact? They put can go.
when saw Yakpa Lauba smoke going for men's
That is
meeting.
an official.
When saw being more about going for a men's
Okay,
meeting.
the can all right.
Couple, I tell you what, some a few years back at our congregation, People's Community Lutheran Church. So when I was so much engaged with the men fellowship and everything we're moving, so right after that leadership, the next time we're having elections. So that man said, I said, but I mean, I can chair the election committee. They said, no, we don't want you to chair the election committee. We want for you to be president of the organization. I said, but oh, you papi, then how be president? They said, no, no papi business. You president of the organization. I mean, they work with me. They work with me. I served for 2 years. I served for 2 years. 2 years. Yeah, I served for 2 years. Then I went to the executive council. Yeah.
So people, at least you are
Yeah,
respect.
our sister, she will have to enable the her audio.
Yeah,
Her audio
you
is
are
not enabled.
respect.
She has to
Yeah.
put
For us, after we serve everything, when we declare our intention, they consider us as small girl.
Thank,
Yeah.
thank God when thank God my own men's ministry I joined.
They call
I
you
joined
small
that
boy.
brother.
They call you small girl. They say I'm not ready. They say I'm small girl. Then by that time, imagine my hair was cut. What kind of hair is supposed to be small girl?
Oh, that is yeah. I mean, I'm glad my own men's. But
But the small girl and the small girl again. Used to work on the small girl.
ah,
Oh, good, good,
I
but
expect I be using a Phillips screwdriver.
yeah,
Elijah,
They can, they
Elijah,
can
I
you
do
use
want to
it.
it.
tell
But
Elijah, you want to
you
tell this kiddo to go out and come back in. She did not enable her audio.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, please tell her to go back and come back in.
Okay.
Yeah, folks, we are working. We're trying to do everything as much as possible to have our sister Gayduo get on the to come in studio, and like some people, if this is their first time, they will forget to enable the camera or the audio. So sometimes they will just have to go out and come back in. But please stay tuned. We saw the numbers going up. Please share this testimony. This testimony, you know um will make an impact. I'm not going to say could make an impact. This testimony is going to make an impact on the life of so many people. Today is a very, very special edition. Very, very special. We all know what happened, few weeks ago. You know, at this time, looking back a few weeks ago, sis couple, at this time we were looking at still scheduling.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're thinking about. Still trying to schedule for a visit. You
um,
know, but we thank God that I mean,
he
I,
just intervened.
yes, I don't want to run ahead. I don't want to run ahead, but you know, and if it means that we're gonna get our sister on audio, we would just get her on audio. But we want to try as much
Audio
as possible because
to get her.
yeah, because she stated that she wants to come on. She told us, she said, right after this, if God bless her and give her the second chance, she wants to come on live and give her testimony. So this is the reason for which we are here today, to just to express thank you to God. In Liberian, we say just to say thank you to God. You know how grateful our sister is, and I mean, listen. He said you can't cry more than the bereaved, but I'm just so much excited just hearing all of the good news. So, you know, our sister will come in and she will be giving her testimonies today. Um, oh, you see, all the presidents coming up. President Royal Jerome Jala, we really found out for you that Royal Jerome Jala brought a man here. They you know, man, like Royal Jerome Jala man here.
And he don't carry
He
in
the
love.
one hand picked up. He like Royal Jerome Jala guy. He got a farm. He just got a leadership farm. He said they want I would just pluck the one. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go on the market. I'm going to sell it one year and everybody will buy it. And that's what Royal Jerome Jala
And
does.
all the turn they can listen to him.
Oh, but he's another person that another person that he bringing up right now, and that person I'm seeing him. I really see him anyway. I shouldn't put any kind of hole on your on your ball or something or spoil your price. But Dalak Pakla,
Mhm. That's my person there.
Dalak Pakla, and if Dalak Pakla goes to seminary, all the pastor there, well, you know.
That's my person.
If Dalak Pakla goes to seminary, you know. But yeah, but I'm very much excited that the election was held. Elections were held peacefully, very peaceful. And if you look at the list here, couple, if you look at the list, only one position,
Yeah.
only one position had two contestants.
Well, under the president.
Only the president, the vice president, the look, the guys were prepared. They were prepared. And they were all engineered by the engineer himself. Everything was engineered by the engineer himself, engineer Dada Pakla. I remember when the man sounded the alarm. He said some people trying to honor this election. Say, hey, y'all want to try to bring the women, y'all want to bring the women thing.
I'm not been following me. I think I just the money I went in the chat room when I saw congratulations. I saw Jerome poster like that. So my picking won the election.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been following, I've been busy the weekend. Yeah, I've been following the election.
Dada Pakla, me behind the thing 4-4. You know what I'm playing, sir? Me behind the list. They say meet our president, our presidential candidate.
You know,
Yeah.
like,
And Mr. President, your manifesto will continue to show it and show it and show it.
yeah, they here. Worry
We'll
my
treat you like Joe, we'll treat you like Joe Bucker. The moment you get in that office, we'll start reminding you.
worry my you.
President Enoch,
And we need to
we'll
we
treat you
need
like
to
Joe
pull up
Bucker.
our pull out the district president. Oh, we need to remind him to he got plenty. I will put it. I think he sent it to me.
President,
I will check the chat with you too.
Send it so we can remind our district
So
president.
we can remind.
President Enoch, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll keep reminding you, just like Joe Bucker. You see here? Self sustainability. We want to see that.
Strengthening the medicine. Oh gosh, strengthening economic relationship.
We
Anyway,
want to
that
build, on the existing strong relationship,
spiritual growth,
spiritual growth.
positive
Hmm.
character development. Well, the person need to explain that one.
the president,
Men
the
and women
president,
empowerment. Okay.
young men and women empowerment. Hmm. President will bring you up. Don't worry, we'll bring you up. You're gonna explain all it here. All four. You, if you want 4 Sundays to discuss everything, we'll bring you up here. You discuss all four. You gotta tell us how everything gonna work. Yeah, but that was good, man. What?
They boy in the red, and
Uh-huh.
how they can call it. They serve as counselor. This boy, I say, okay, he's I say,
Yeah, his name is Isaac. Yeah, the president said his name is Isaac.
yeah.
Say
This
his name
boy
is Isaac.
is committed.
Mm,
He Dorcas. I work with them when they were counselor. I'm speaking from the camp point of view. There's someone camp.
mm-hmm,
Dorcas can take care of the children. At the same time,
mm-hmm,
Dorcas will make sure. Imagine the kids
mm,
in the morning. Till Dorcas broke down. They go on camp. She got sick. Now they
wow.
just in that camp. And that was
You
20,
can.
2022 camp, right?
Mm-hmm,
2022. She got sick.
mm-hmm,
So
mm.
what? She oh yeah, she's committed. I say well, with the children too. Huh? They got a good leadership. They got a good leadership.
So
I pray that God will inspire them as they
yeah,
lead the young people. And
President
then,
President Enoch.
it's hardworking. I don't know about his fast and the secretary. Is
Say,
that the boy is the secretary general
you
or the
sure
girl?
you sure Enoch is hardworking? Okay, I was. Oh, there you go. Good, good, good.
Nice.
Okay,
How
folks, we want to say thank you all so much. Thank you for your patience. Um, our brother Elijah, are you there?
that is, sir?
Elijah will be
It
coming
will.
up very shortly, and
Yeah, I was
our brother
helping our
Elijah is
sister to
here.
get online.
That's fine. That's fine, Elijah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, we are not going to take much of your time again because we know that much time already been spent. But we want to just invite in studio our sister, our sister Gayduo. Sis Gayduo, want to thank God for you,
Yeah.
but we will give you the opportunity because today is dedicated for you.
Yep.
But for those of you who are just seeing Sis Gayduo, um, I wanted to show a picture. I want to show a picture that we have here. We had that picture before, and we just we just want to okay. So I cannot get it from this end, but anyway, we're gonna show the picture at some point in time. But since Gayduo want to welcome
And
you, um,
Wendy, also, I sent you some pictures as well that you could be able to
yeah,
share.
yeah, 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 yeah. I have them. I have them.
Hmm.
We want to welcome our sister Gayduo. Sis Gayduo, her
Yep.
by the way, you're my mother's namesake. So let me you know share that. Okay. And and for our viewers who want to say thank you for being very patient while our sister get herself adjusted. Um, and we'll be bringing her live. Very, very, very much live. Says Gaydo, are you all adjusted now? You can hear her very well.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, okay, very well, good. And you are very much live. So without further waste of time, we want to bring in our sister Gayduo Garbo. She is our guest today, and we want to give you the time, sis Gayduo. We're not going to be asking
Yeah,
too much questions to you. We can see the smile on your
Wendy,
face,
Wendy,
but we're just going to give you the
Wendy.
time. Yeah, go ahead, Elijah.
Before we could just jump to our sister Gilwa, and it's good to bring back the way the whole situation started, and and I would like for her, not just go into this to the testimony, but give her a little bit of a history of her journey, and and
Sure,
then we can
absolutely.
come down, yeah, and then we
Yeah,
can come to her, and to the point where we got involved, and then to this point today. So
sure,
that's
absolutely,
how,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the angle from which we're gonna take it. Yeah, most
yeah,
definitely. So, but I just wanted to give her the time to just like you said, just touch on how it all started, you know, and then we'll continue to sail through. So
Okay.
since you want,
Everybody can hear me?
everybody can
yeah.
hear you. We want to say welcome first. We want to say welcome.
Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gayduo Garbo. I grew up in a Lutheran church. The only position I didn't serve was the usher and the pastoral position. Yeah, I'm not a preacher. And if I stay the usher, I would smile at everybody that even they're doing the wrong thing. So let it for me there. Well, today is a victory day in my heart, and I'm celebrating, and my celebration cannot end. I was discharged and I got home yesterday. I was happy to meet with my family. Um, I'm so grateful to God that I'm alive today. Today is a second chance life that I'm living. So I'm very much careful and grateful to God. I can't stop telling Him thank you. Every day is a testimony in my life. I was really sick. I was down for a year plus with four stage liver disease. At a point now, my doctor told me there's nothing we can do now except we just go do the transplant because the medication are just to help you, but it's like they're not helping you anymore. Every time she sees me, she will cry. Like, what are people saying? I said, send a referral. And then I need an appointment to go for the first consultation. It was way, way, way far. Because of the weather condition, which was last year, we didn't go. And I tried to schedule another appointment. They put me to February 28th. Only because I missed the appointment, but that's a climate change. Kind of nothing about it. It just have to happen. Put me to February 28th. And I keep calling, keep calling. If they had any other closest time for me. And then she said, we will get you in January. Um, let's look at January 30th. There's an opening there. I said, oh, okay, you can take it. And then 5 minutes in past, she called me back. She said, Ghetto, we have January 22nd. I said, I can take that. It was just 3 days. January 22nd. I said, I can take that. We on our way now. We left early morning. We reached here on January 22nd. Immediately, the consultation, it turned to like, you are very sick. You are very sick. All the tests today, you are sick. You are sick. You stay alive. You are sick. You are sick. They had they admitted me, they run some tests, they all detected doctors, they went in meeting. And before they could go in meeting, they came to me, asked me some questions. I said, I've been sick for a year. And I've been taking treatment at the Essential Hospital, Fargo, North Dakota. So street, they say, yeah. But then I've been giving you the treatment, but thank God that you're here. Three doctors came to look at me and interview me. And when they saw my leg, Elijah got a picture. The guy from the first picture, Elijah, can you show that picture?
I
You
started
need
the
to
way.
show that picture. Screaming on
I mean,
board.
I'm working. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Coming out shortly.
Yeah.
I'll come in shortly. Yeah.
While he looking for that picture, I
I
want
said,
you to
keep going.
share the part of your journey where when you would stay in North Dakota, and then you went to the hospital where there was this medical complication where you said, I went to
Oh,
help, God brought me
okay.
back. Yeah.
I was doing it. At the point now, I was doing that. I was doing dialysis like every 2 days, 2 days. And then they said, oh, we'll give you 3 days. I said, why? You changed it to 3 days. I said, after 2 days, I'm already full. Look at my stomach. I can hardly breathe. I can breathe. The fluid is alarm. And then they will say, tomorrow I will not sleep. I can sleep. I can breathe. I can wait for tomorrow to reach and they will just see me there. And when they see me there, I can. This is our first time when we went to Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
When the doctor came and saw me, yeah, that's the picture over there. And then we were on that journey, and the only thing she said, you have to go for the transplant. I'm worried. Anything can happen to you. Less than 3 months. Kiddo, I'm so sorry. And then right away they called me and said, oh, we got the 22nd remaining. I went in. But if I go North Dakota, I really struggle. Every time I will go for that paracentesis, if I go for it, like in my town now, they just like saw me that we tired of this lady in their heart, and I know, but they'll pretend to you. And then she poked me in. She usually poke my stomach. Everywhere was a poke. I felt pain. And the difference, I noticed that when I was admitted at the Mayo Hospital, the people would numb the place and it will give time for it to get numb. But at Essential here, oh my God, they would just numb and not waiting for it to get numb. Just follow it right away with another injection with the rubber in it to connect. That's the pain, as the pain I was feeling until a day came. I think it was in July. She put me to the wrong spot. After looking at the machine and seeing where to poke, ultrasound machine or whatever machine they got there, she poked me still to the wrong place. I felt a pain when I walked into my car. I said, no, I haven't felt this pain before. What's going on? And I said, let me just go home. I went home, I lied down, I started feeling heavy stomach pain. I don't even know how I fell down to my bathroom door. My daughter came and saw me, and I had she call people on the 911 came, or the ambulance came, and they took me to the essential hospital. So right away when I got in, I was crying my stomach. So they couldn't even find my vein. The vein, everything missing. They kept looking for the vein. So the other doctor came, oh, go come first. He said, let's take her to do an ultrasound. We want to know what's going on in there. We want to know what's going on in there. They did all the other tests, nothing. They did the ultrasound. Hey, there's an internal bleed. There's an internal bleed. Quick. I had to rush me. They found my vein right here. I don't know how they were working here on their computer, working. I thought they were going to go down because something, but they working all here, and they took away whatever they had to take away to stop the internal bleeding. I was at the point, I was just on the bed, jumping up, coming down, jumping up, stomach. Yes, God stepped in at that time and said, you're not going. All my family were crying. They already gave up. They already gave up. They were crying. I went through that pain for a year until my referral went in to Mayo Hospital. When I got there, she said, detective doctors, they went to vote. Yeah, they can vote. They said, well, there's no need of us delaying her. She already got family support, as you can see, and she got her children to live for. She been sick. She been struggling for a year. So everybody voted in favor of me. And then they all came to the room and say, you're gonna get the liver transplant. It can be today, it can be tonight, or day after tomorrow. You are number one on the list. We all agree you're gonna be okay. We treat you. I say I'm so grateful to God. Thank God. And then the lady came in the next day. She said, guess what? I said, what the? She said, we found your mash, and you can call your family to be here. Within 10 hours time, you can call your family to be here. I said, praise be to God. So I was number one on the list. They were checking, and then they had my match. They found my match. It's a family person that passed, and then they just donated to the liver. The liver was my match. When God stepped in, when men feel that's the time God can step in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, everything just happened within a week.
Okay.
Other people been on our list for some time. They didn't make it. Other people still waiting. But I was number one on the list. The doctor, okay, you are number one on the list right now. So anytime it can happen. So they were just waiting and see what will happen. But God sent somebody. God sent somebody. Think that was just my mash. So they just went ahead. Elijah, Sis Gavier, Tanti, they came with their own force. And then other people wanted to come. I said, you can make it now. We just when everything happened, yeah, they get some pictures and get yeah. And my family, they were there for I mean the support. The people saw all that. And she got family support we can see. So and then Elijah and Siska they said, well, the other lady that we talking to, she had her operation for like 8 or 7 hours. So if we were there probably It will be like late while we're on our way. So we will be going and call us anything. As soon as I went down the stairs, they were there when they carried me, everything in the surgery room. And everything they said, go back. That lady was just to my mouth. Can you breathe? Can you breathe? I remember I signed some kind of paper. Can you breathe? Well, I didn't even know where I was. All that thing I was doing, I was gone. The only place I saw myself in what ER? No. Elijah, what's the room?
They were the recovery room.
The,
No, no, that this I see
I
you.
see some kind of room.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
see you.
they took me to the ICU. I was there. And then when I came to myself, the lady said, the doctor came to me and said, we did your surgery. I said, no, I'm in my room. He said, no, your surgery is done. Then I started looking around. I started touching. I said, oh, how did it happen? He said, yeah, it happened a few minutes ago or hour ago. I said, wow, I couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
And for that, I was in the hospital, family were coming. Then they said, we're going to send you to the gift of life transplant house. This is a houses that are just built. They don't discharge the patient to go home right away because you had to stay to the house and everything is provided there. They got a shuttle bus. It runs only Friday and Saturday. They don't run. No, Saturday and Sunday, but they run all through. If you got your appointment, you look at the time and just be up early and catch your bus and go, and then the bus bring you back. So we're all in that bus going for our appointment because we're already at the transplant house now. This is the t-shirt I'm wearing. Gift of Life Transplant House. Yeah, so
Thank,
over
thank
there, I was waiting for my appointment on 2 weeks. The doctor said they start doing all the checkout, checking the liver, whether there's any rejection, making sure that I know my medication, all my medication I was taking before I did the surgery, it changed. So all preventive medication that I'm on, taking everything and making sure that I know my medication. I like just checking. And then they did all the tests. They said there's no rejection. Liver is okay. Everything is fine. He said, yeah, 100% you can go home and just take care of yourself. Then the dietitian came in, the kind of diet you're gonna be on, and then the nurses came in question me. You know, medication. What is this for? What is that? I said, okay, we get going now. Ring the bell. Now I ring the bell, and then I was like, hey. I said, yeah, I graduated now. I'm going home. So wish you all the best. We'll see you in 4 months. Then after the 4 months, it will be every one time in a year like that. But all the medication, never mind, they're gonna drop. Some of them are just 4 months, 6 months, but only two you remain on for lifetime. So that too okay. I can just put it there swallow it. But right now it's too plenty. I got a little applesauce all around. You wanna take it? So that's okay. Yeah, so
So, since Gayduo,
Hmm.
what come in? Um, I want to ask this
you
question.
can
At
ask
some
me the
point,
question, sometimes
right? We're
maybe
gonna ask a question. So, at some point during the process, because I remember, I'm trying to get that video, but it requires some editing. So maybe we might not play the video. I remember when you appear on the show when you said when we had a program, the fundraising program,
yeah.
and then you said you wanted to come on.
Yeah.
We could tell from your voice that, I mean, you were you were struggling, you were not well,
Yeah.
but you still had the courage. You said you want to
Yes.
come on, you want to speak
Yes.
to your brethren.
Yes.
What was your faith journey like when this when they started poking you, just all over, and was it like, what, anything that's it, or what was your faith like? And when they had you like on the 28th for appointment, and where the funds are going to be, how we're going to get this fund, what's the group name, hope for
Lend a
life,
hand.
Lend
lend a
a
Oh,
hand,
lend
hand.
a hand.
lend a hand.
Mhm.
What was your fit like? What was your fit like in that
You
moment?
know, really from the one I had a faith that this sickness, it wasn't going to take my life. I just had that faith and I kept on that faith. Yeah.
Hmm.
When I was leaving for the appointment, I packed my suitcase was already packed, my bag, everything that I needed there. And then my little niece said, But auntie, why you packing? I said I'm not going to come back. I'm going. Everything will be done right there. This appointment it will change. I said I'm
Mm.
not going to come
Wow.
back. That's what I
Wow.
said. I packed my bag with everything in it, everything. And then I went. I said, let me just see my face.
Mm.
They will see my face
You,
and look
you
at
know
me.
what? Hmm.
They will see God feel what I
You
step
know
in.
what?
I step in with faith from day one. I had that faith
What?
that I wasn't going to die. So when I stepped in, when they saw me,
Yeah.
it, God miracle took place.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Back to back, they found favor in me. And then
Amen.
when we went for
No.
layer, let me just when we
Yeah,
went for
allow
the
her to
Elijah.
complete. Elijah, allow her to finish. Yeah, Elijah, allow her to finish. Yeah, go ahead, sis. Get it.
when we went for the layer here meeting, my uncle said, "Oh, I've been in Fargo for a very long time. There's an organization that can help people in other situations. According to your story, I think we need to apply and meet them." So we did the application, everything online, and then we met them. They said, "Yes, we've been doing this for people, and it's been working. It's a 6 month program. We joined January to like June. Yeah, so that is just for 6 months, something." But okay, we appreciate. And then she said, any money that come to your cash out is for you, for the kids, just. But she didn't tell me that don't donate it. I will not apply the 20%. So I had the money. I cashed out the 1,000. I think I just did the transfer because it was the same. Yeah, Wells Fargo that I opened, and I had account there for them. So I just did a transfer of the 1,000, and then that to I call it donated it. Yeah, so the organization like me, and then I like email her. I said, "But why I'm not receiving fund? And I can't even find my account online. What's happening?" She said, "Oh, it's there." But I said, "But the last deposit I seen January 24th, and since then I'm not seeing anything coming in, and people can't find a page." She said, "Oh, just go to Facebook." They didn't want to talk to me. They wanted to talk to my uncle. Yeah, actually. So they were giving me wrong information and giving my other sister wrong information. And we go there, we can find a page. I said, Elijah, I don't know what is going on. And then they told my uncle that we violated. What did we violate? We're not supposed to transfer money from there. And we're transferring money. I said, but they didn't tell me. She said, this money is to help me. It's my money. I can do whatever is to help. They didn't emphasize on do not transfer from this account. Do not transfer. And I was transferring because it started in January. And then I was transferring, taking money from there, getting some medication, doing other stuff and things. So it was all essential. So they said I shouldn't have transferred. I violated their policy and this, that. They told my uncle that. I said, you know why? When I come home, we all go to the office and tell them things for whatever they did, but the surgery went on. They'll be happy to see me. And then they got 5,000 for me. So they were looking for that match, at least to be like 10 to add on whatever they have. So I don't even know whatever match now we have to add on that, except I go to email, and figure out the last donation, the amount that we had over there, and whatever they got. So through that process, we try to buy insurance from North Dakota Health or something. And then so the premium was 600 every month, and we should pay like 5,000 down. So that's what we're going with. On January 22nd, until everything was set, no, on February 28th, until everything was settled down, then the government insurance, yes, it pop up. So and then I told the people, I said, well, I'm not interested anymore in that because they expected me to pay the 600 for the month. They already had the 5,000 cash on ground. But it's part of medical costs. So I said, well, I need my money. And when I'm coming home, I'll write you guys. So the insurance, the government insurance, that's what took care of everything. But I appreciate everybody for their contribution. It really helped me in the process. It helped me a lot. It helped me. I had so many things to do. It really helped me. A lot of equipment I had to buy on my own to bring it home with me, and which I have. And Later on, we tried to get it all at once. Some of the medication, my insurance cannot pay. I had to pay a lot of medication every time they adding. So the money was used wisely, and it helped me a lot. So I want to give God the glory and for blessing everyone that stretches their hands to help me. Bless God for them. You got any other question, Elijah?
Yeah, Elijah would like to come in.
No, I just want to say that when you asked the question about how ghetto fit was like, you know, when we got into the room on the 22nd at Mayor Hospital, like that picture you showed earlier on, like I cried, Siska View cried, her uncle cried, like we all gave up. And Gato was there. She said, "Today, God will answer our prayer." The first doctor that came into the room, he was a younger doctor, and then he saw Gato. He was like, "Oh, we will check you. Maybe we might send you back, and come." We were like, "Sir, where we coming from? And this winter time is not a time to go back home." And then he left. He said, "Okay, let me go talk to my boss." When he left the room, then this older doctor came in. When he saw Gidwell, he told Gidwell, he said, "Your liver is 37 over 40. We got 3% life in your liver. And if we do not do anything, we might lose you." And he said, "I'm going to make some phone calls." Within 15 minutes, as we were sitting in that room, we saw people moving around, and the focus was like on Gidwell that day. And that was the point in which I was like, God is about to do something. And things just started going as like it was on a speed dial. And
Yes.
when we were in the hospital, we were worried about who would be there to take care of her. Look, the Mayor Hospital is set in a way that when you carry somebody there, you don't even need to worry about whether somebody will be beside them because the people care for the patients so much.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
within 1 week time, just within 1 week time, Gail were already enlisted to get her transplant, and we were all there. Like I was taking the pictures, like if you just look at those pictures, different point in time of her transition while she was in the hospital. It, the, yeah, this was the day of the day that she's supposed to go in. This was the first doctor that came in to talk to her. The people who went to take her to the theater, and that's her uncle standing right over her head. I was the cameraman. So I was just documenting every step of the way, making sure. Now, this is the team, me, Tati, brother Jerry Lukula, Siska Via Walker. We were all in the hospital that day, just waiting for for her surgery to go through. And we went upstairs. We were sitting there. They took her to the theater, and this was when they brought her back from the theater, and it was she was like all out, just breathing with all these wires around her body. And the doctor came to us and told that the surgery was done. And me and sis Cavier went into the room. That's when I took this picture. That's me and Cavier in the room, just looking at her, like so innocent. She didn't know whether she was in the ICU, but it was just God, that worked this miracle for our sister. And I'm happy that we were there to prove to her that she
Mm-hmm.
comes from a
Yep.
community. This is the whole community that was surrounding her before they took her in. So we were there, and God worked out the miracle for our sister. Before she
Very
came out of
wonderful.
surgery, there was the family that went. They had their family member went in early in the morning, and she was there for 7 hours 40 minutes in the theater for her operation. So when the doctor came and told them that they were done before Gero went in, I went to the family, the husband, and I asked the guy. I said, "How long you guys been bothering this situation with your wife?" And the man told me that my wife has been enlisted for 18 months. For
Hmm.
18 months, we've been on the list waiting to get a transplant. And today was the day that we got it. And
Yep.
then, well, wow. So that's how we knew that God was in Gideon's situation. Because she was like, we less than 2 weeks in the hospital, she was already enlisted. So God was really working for her, and we kept praying on the day of her transport. We prayed in the hospital until the nurses came and knocked our door and said, "You have to lower your voices," because we were singing, we were praying, praying. And, real strong Pentecostal prayers were happening in there. Yeah. But, as God could have it, we thought that Gideon was going to be in the theater for 7 hours. So, and then we were at the hospital, it was already like after 8 o'clock in the night. So we said, okay, you know what, maybe she'll be out maybe by 10 o'clock. So we're gonna go home because the next day we're gonna be Monday for work. So we're gonna go home, and then when she's done, we'll come back tomorrow and then see her. When we went downstairs, her uncle called us back. He said, Gideon is done. The nurse just told her that Gideon is done. So we all ran back upstairs. We were sitting, and then the doctor came and said her surgery was under 2 hours. That's
Oh,
how it was like for her. Under 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought her out of the theater and carried her into the ICU. And she spent like basically 2 or 3 days in the ICU, and then they put her in her room. They just got to them, gave her life transitional. Yeah. So I just wanted to have
Yeah.
that
So
part of it.
no.
Our
So
sister was really sick, and God to her.
absolutely. I mean, Elijah, we also want to thank you for just to thank God for you that you were able to flag this out real quickly when you saw that information, and also want to thank our sister, um, sister Alice
Yeah.
May Wellington. Sorry that she cannot be with us today. We tried reaching out to her. She could not be with us today, but I mean, she was also here, and she was one person that she said, but Willie, what can we do? We all need to, we see the pictures and everything that is being sent out. But we need to help with the awareness. What can we all do? That's how every one of us just, decided, say, you know what, the Bible says little is much when God is in it. So we all just decided to hang our head, and we want to thank all of our brothers and sisters, those in Liberia as well, all of the friends in Liberia, and just everyone. We cannot, name everyone, one by one, and we just want to thank everyone. We want to thank everyone. Says couple, you want to come in on this as well, on this testimony section.
yes. Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, just want to be grateful to God for you. I mean, while you were explaining, I was having like a bruise, cold bump on my skin. It takes the grace of God to carry you through. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to think because I went on a surgery and mine was not as or left threatening probably like yours. But then I knew what I went through. And just imagine you, that major organ of your body. And you just something just came to my mind, like when you go to Genesis chapter 15, verse 6. What God told Abraham, you are counted because of your faith. You are counted righteous because of your faith. It's not because of the law you right, but because of the when Elijah asked concerning when he asked how whether you were faithful, how faithful you were, and you said I was sure of everything. I knew that this sickness was never going to kill me. That alone, God saw your faith.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, I will put testimony in her mouth.
Yes.
Based on her testimony, other people will base their faith on her testimony and do more for you. This is what God
Yes.
do for people. So I just want to be grateful to God for your life. I just want to be and thankful to God for everything. I know it wasn't easy. Seriously. This is my second time hearing such a major surgery testimony. The first one from this labor from Labrador who went through a kidney little brother. They went in here. And when I boy were explaining the core boom and you the second person, God indeed is grateful. God is faithful. Right?
Yes. He is grateful. He is real.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the same God. Yep. He
So
Yep.
never changes.
were there other people you met in the gift of life house? that didn't make it, or because I know when you go through the surgery, I think they said there can be some reaction provided it is not harsh, right? So I don't know whether there were people that you met along the way and they survived what you went through.
Yes, there are a lot of them that we came in contact with face to face in the house and even in the bus when we were riding to go for an appointment. You know, some of them they said that when I tell them I'm leaving, I've been here. My surgery was on January 28th, and I'll be leaving this week. They were like, 1 month. The other day was, my husband been here 6 months. Lot of rejection. We stay here. I said, oh my God. I said, God gonna bless him. I say, I'm a testimony. I'm telling you, it's just he's the same God. He will make everything right, and you guys will go home soon. I say he will be with your husband. He will be okay. And the other lady will say 3 months we stay here. None of them will tell you 1 month. It
Hmm.
was only me 1 month. They said, I can't believe it. I said, yes. This is America, and this is my. I have vintage trash home. They saw it, like, wow. Even in the house, the transplant house, they didn't believe it when I told them I was going home today. They said, you were just here on February 4th. You came in here.
Hmm.
I said, yeah, I'm leaving. So, wow. I mean, they were all like, and the doctors, they keep repeating all those checking, all the checks, they keep repeating, look, and they couldn't find one problem. They couldn't find one problem. I said, yes, you're a miracle child because you just good everywhere. I think you need to go home now. I can walk, I can do some exercises, and then they'll check this, no rejection, they check this. All my tests and things are doing lab 2 times in a week. They lab everything coming, everything is just normal. And then I continue to do the lab here every week for just that tacrolimus level. They want to check the tacrolimus level. Because of that, they don't trust any other hospital. They already sent me the case. They're all here. I'm going to take the case with me to the hospital and give it to them. They don't have to pay anything to mail it to them to mail. They want that to be fresh and send it to them. They will run their own test because they said most of the machine comes with different numbers. Sometimes 4, it dropped 3. No, so they run their own test. So every week, yeah, I go, I carry the cash. They just do the blood, get rid of it. All they need to do when it's done, they just carry it to the post office or whoever. They just scan all the payment is already everything inside. They want to do the thing, and they just send it to them. Yeah,
You know,
Wow.
then
This,
they just bring.
this is really the wonders of God. It
Yeah,
means
it is. It
God,
is.
God let us to base our faith on other people's testimony for us
yes.
to
Hmm.
praise Him. Yeah, so that's really the wonders of God. And another thing, since you left the hospital, how is your faith as compared to when you were ill? Is it had weared away completely, or you still get that feelings when you were still ill up to present? To you, there's any improvement in the feelings, because I know it will take time. So what are those things that you still experiencing when you were sick?
Um, like before the surgery, Ekimota, I say, God, what else can I do? What else can I do? There's nothing more I can do. I'm more than Joe who cries. Call. Let me check. See, oh, Joe
Yeah.
web doing cause going down. I said I'll pass that stage. Lily Hannah in the Bible. I said I'll pass that stage. I'm at the end now. Lord, what? Just let me just go. And like I was like dead now, Walking Dead. That movie, I was Walking Dead. I said when I go to the hospital every time, like see me to do the procedure. Yeah. No, Sherry. I said, yeah, I ain't no money for good thing, but I will change. Yeah, no money. I said, I'm going to register Sherry. Yeah, like Sherry again. Yeah, so I was just like that. But all those things I was going through, I knew that this sickness wasn't gonna kill. My faith was so high, as big as my belly was when I was going to get that paracentesis. I don't even want to know who or whoever looking at me were around. I would just go to her. She said, Cherie, I see you. I got you in. I will soon come and get you. I will be knocking at there. I said, hey, you gotta get me in now. What's that? I said, I can breathe anymore. My little nurses, okay, Cherie. I said, yeah, what's the room? Let me go lay down. And the team will already be there. Everything set. They're waiting for me. Well, I'm done with this. I can breathe now. I'm feeling good now. Oh God, like every 3 days, the liver I can hold nothing, nothing. It just like wasting everything in my stomach. 2 days I'm already like this. Oh my God. Oh, they gave us help me. Yeah, look at 1 year now. It just coming. What would I do? I'm not working. I don't have an insurance, and I apply. The people say, "Hey, my startup cannot give me insurance." So like everything just paused. Then people, my family thinking, "Who can you marry?" And this, that. So every other people were funny on me. I said married. I got a 3 months before. Well, a long time now. That me, I can. I apply for Medicaid. The state say they can give me Medicaid. All kind of problems. Keep waiting for them 3 months. They say, oh, we are still looking at the document, still pending. Finally, they bring people, no, we are sorry. I said, they are sorry. Jesus Christ is the master of everything. He will make a way. So I was just there confused until I went on Marketplace. I applied for the first one. They said, oh, I will charge you. I said, no problem. We're going with that. Yeah, I give the 5,000 to them, everything. So to start now in the month that I was going to start, I said, I'm going to pay yet. I'm holding on to this one for now. So they got that money we went in. That's what I say. All the contribution, it help. Transportation, medication, it help. It help a lot. But then the government insurance, I was at the hospital when they sent me the email. You are approved. They send all the information. Then I called the lady from Medical. I said, oh, can you just send all the information to Mayo Hospital? Is it within the network of Medical? And then they check it out and say, yeah, Mayo Hospital is in the network and we found all the information there. So Mayo Clinic already had insurance. But before they said no insurance, the lady on the phone, she said, no insurance, nothing can be done, no insurance. Oh my God, I just did dying. No insurance. Until I got a government insurance approved, I said, and I told the lady, I said, can this insurance over 5 times? Keep asking every day I what? Can this insurance take me for my surgery and there will be no other payment? She said, nothing, you will pay. Everything is just like that. I said, okay. How I went asking the people. I said the insurance cover it. Say the insurance cover everything, the surgery and some medication that you can pay. Other one you'll be paying from your pocket. I said, no problem. My family already backed me up good. So I got back up for that. Yeah. So
So, folks, if you are just tuning in, we want to say this is a special edition of MLC Talk. We're having a conversation with our Sister Gayduo Garbo. So a few weeks ago, we um, the alarm was raised, and all of us came to the aid of our sister. The Gayduo you see here today, this is the Gayduo that we saw a few weeks ago, and she's just giving testimony. She just testifying to the goodness, the healing mercy of God. And I don't know for every one of you, but I think for me, the testimony of Sis Gayduo is you know, just building up my faith that we should, that I should continue to trust in God. It doesn't matter the time, or it does not matter what man may say, but what God says is the final. Like says Gayduo, I have a testimony too, but that's going to take us maybe until tomorrow. That which we're not going to really get involved with that. But today is dedicated to our sister Gayduo. If you want to call in, just appreciate God for our sister, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to send a comment, you
let
can
me
go
get
ahead
it.
and
Let
send.
me get charger for this
Sure,
thing.
yeah, sure,
One
yeah,
second.
go ahead. Sure, yes, go ahead. You know, Elijah,
Get waiting.
yeah, I know you'll be dropping off shortly. I just wanted to say this quickly. Sis Ghetto touched on something. She said throughout. That's the reason why I asked her how was her faith like. Sometimes we will in some situations we will speak out our faith, and sometimes we just keep it within, and if someone just come and tells us something, um like I said, I had similar situation. Like, I just got sick, we went to Bayview John Hopkins, and the doctor said, oh, okay, the fluid we saw is 2%. I was not moved. I was transferred to John Hopkins downtown. Little did I know that I was transferred on the cancer unit. I want to thank God for all of our pastors, most especially Pastor Allison, Pastor Goba. Pastor Goba will come to the hospital. He will sit with me throughout because he worked there. Pastor Allison will be on the phone with me throughout. Willie, get a walk around, Willie. Just go around, go. Pastor Allison will be with me on the phone, and I will be holding my, pool with all of the drip and everything hanging on there, and I'm walking around the area. But the day all of the tests they do, they did everything. They had a doctor coming from Houston. They said he's a specialist. He did everything, and everything they did. Says Gayduo, at the end of the day, they just discharged me and they said nothing was fine. You can go home, and they just put.
Oh my God.
So
Hmm.
I know why. I know how it feels like when you are, in such a situation where you say we don't know. Okay, if I just that's it. And I know you will visit that hospital to tell those people thank you. I see someone calling in from Minneapolis. Let's see who is it. Good evening, and good evening. Your name, please.
Good evening. This is Reverend Smoke.
All right, Reverend Smokey Cockler is on the phone from Minneapolis. He want to make a comment. Go ahead, Reverend Smoke.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for you for saving your life, for healing you, for the intervention he made for you to go through the surgery. I'm just grateful to God for you, and I thank God that you had a faith that all was going to be well, no matter what the problem. And this is what God does for us. Sometimes when we feel that there is no hope, and that's when God can come in to prove himself to us that he's indeed the God that we serve. And I really wanted to come to see you, Gayduo, when you were in the hospital. Elijah and myself talked, but then my studies was so tense in that time. And when I called the last time, it was the next day you were leaving uh, for you were leaving Minnesota, so I couldn't see you again. But
Yeah.
we pray with you. I pray that God will continue to strengthen you and guide you. And we pray for your speedy recovery. That what God has started, you will complete it. You will get back on your feet successfully. To God be all of the glory. I just praise God for you. There is nothing else we can do but just to glorify God for you. I'm
Amen.
so happy. May God bless you.
Amen.
And
Yeah.
Willie and the team, I want to say thank you so much for pushing out everywhere to see that resources were gathered for this purpose. I mean, I think this is what we should do to fight for life rather than paying money to bury people and all these things. When people are really in need and we come together as one family to see how we can help the person to go through the healing process is much better than us collecting money to bury people. It just that way is just to satisfy ourselves. But to satisfy God is, I mean, it's just to show love to somebody who really need it at the time, especially when it comes to life saving. So I thank you so much for you and your team for the way you push your things for this day, so that you can be able to go through our treatment. That was just a wonderful thing that you people did, and God will really bless you. And we pray that this continue. Uh, 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 Whenever we see that there is need for people, we push up to see what we can get help from to be able to help such a person. Thank you, and may God richly bless all of you as you go through working for the church and for humanity. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Amen.
much. Thank you, Reverend Cockler. We'll be calling you during the week, Reverend. Thank you so much.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
That was the voice of Reverend Smokey Cockler. Reverend Cockler, before coming to the States for studies, he served at St. Andrew's Lutheran Church in Gaytown, Old Road. That's where he served. and he's originally from Lofa, but he's from the Warehouse Parish in St. Matthews. Elijah, don't make any comment here, please. The man from St. Matthews.
No comment, Willie. The only comment I want to make is that, when we were in the dying meetings, when the government insurance had not come true for our sister, and we were
Mhm,
in the dying meeting, we were on this platform and we were begging people to make contributions to us to get the private insurance for our sister. And there were all the big names that people would say, "Oh, call Spoon FN, call Dina Panorama, what the guy named Weeks, Weeks from Kwame Opa Weeks from Dina Panorama, because these people got big platforms. Reach out to them and they will be able to help." I tell you what, my brother, it was frustrating. All the means that you think about, we use it. Like I personally talked to Kwame Opa Weeks and I told him about our sister's problem. And he said, send me the contact and some photos on WhatsApp. I did. If that guy ever opened up those photos that I sent, that means you guys saw it as well. Up to now, those things I sent it on WhatsApp, he didn't see them, he didn't open them. After that, I spoke with him on the phone. I called Senator Waterspoon from Spoon, left in the voicemail. I sent the pictures, I sent the message. Like we did everything. We had all the contacts for them. We did everything, but none of these people came true.
No of
None
them.
of them came true. They didn't even respond to what we were asking them for. I even
Mm-mm.
went as far as calling Jerome Verdier. I sent it to Jerome Verdier because Jerome Verdier can be on Spoon. I sent her information to Jerome Verdier. The only thing he said, Jerome Verdier sent me back was a gospel preaching. That was all he responded to. I'm like, okay. And but this platform right here, God was able to use this platform here, and we're able to reach to our community, and our community showed up for our sister. I just want to say thank you. Look, the girls in Liberia, friends of Gayduo, we all were in the youth choir,
yeah.
headed by Sis Yasa McKay and Sis Wenwu Smoke, Clita Smoke. Those girls, they came together in Liberia. They raised over $1,000 and sent it over here for their friend. And this is how we expect our community to come out and stand up for their own. And I just want to say thank you to all of them because we were looking everywhere that we can find every cent. But as God could have it while we were in that process, the Obamacare came true for our sister.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
And everything went through as God has planned it. So I
Yeah,
just
man.
want to say to our Lutheran community, there's
Yeah.
nothing too big for this community that we can't handle. Like we were overlooking God's work and we were looking outside. We want to go to bigger platforms. Like our sister Sarah McKay, Sarah McKay Molubana, who is
Mhm,
a ministry of finance. Like she personally went and found Stanton Waterspoon contact number from a contact she has and said, "This is his number. Call him. He will answer you." And I did. And when I did, his voicemail came out. I left a lengthy voicemail. And then I sent him the photos through message, like on his personal phone. But nothing came true. But God intervened on our sister's behalf through this platform. And I
Yeah.
just want to be grateful to everybody because God
Mm-hmm.
has a plan for her life. And that's
Yeah.
why she's sitting here.
Yeah, yeah. And let me just Reverend Stress already doing the call. He said
yeah.
that shooting with when the person is there, don't collect money, it means
Mhm,
nothing. Because one way of the
mhm,
other, if we call it, we don't call it, that body will be buried. So it's
mhm,
the reason in when the person is sick, that's let us do what we can do. Let
mhm,
the platform may be small, but I know our platform. Once Anna is done, get on the platform, we raise money. Let's just raise it and give it. Even if we're not rich, the fact that we make the effort of doing so to help somebody, I think it's very important. It is very, very important. Like Elijah said, he reached the other big platform, but you no result. There was no result you. But we came here and what we could do, we did it. Did it as much as we had it in it, and we saw what happened. And today our sister can come testify. It is God who intervened. And
Yep.
recent,
You,
very
this couple. Just to pick up from where you land, where you landed just now. This couple. When we were on the show, our sister Alice May, I think her name on Facebook, Alice Manifest or so. Uh,
Mhm.
she reminded us. She said, "Let us just do what we can do and leave the rest with God."
Mm-hmm.
Because he said we should test him and see if he will not open the gates of heaven.
um
You know, and God wants us to give the glory to him. I mean, I thank all of those who have these I will call it mega platforms that the moment they even stumble and hit live one time, you get 5,000, 10,000 people, you know. But the Bible says something that we should be our brother's keeper, like Reverend Cocker was saying. And also, Jesus asked the question. He said, "I was hungry, you did not feed me. I was in prison, I was tested." You know, and we said, "But when did that happen?"
what?
He said,
Very
"Whatsoever
serious.
you do for the least of my brother, that you've done for me." So God, this is just this is just fulfillment of the scripture, the commission, the great commission that God gave us. That we should look after one another. You know, and like Sis Gayduo is testifying today. For me, I received a lot of calls when I was in the hospital, and I was just looking for this photo. My late uncle Clarence Momolu, he was all the way in New Jersey preparing to go back to Liberia when he heard I was sick. This man made his way to Maryland and make sure he came to John Hopkins Hospital. He sat by me. He spent hours in the hospital with me when they were preparing to transfer me to John Hopkins downtown. You know, and Reverend Goba, Reverend Allison, they were always on the phone with me, encouraging me. That's what they could do so that God can do his work and God perform his work. These doctors were confused because all the thing they checked for, I said, look, my brothers and sisters, listen, I was in that hospital. A nurse made a mistake, but you know, my concern was just about my healing. You know, she made a mistake. She gave me a Foley to go for a CAT scan, and when we got there, the person who was going to do the CAT scan, he said, "No, I don't see anything on here that he should have a Foley catheter." They had to take me back. When the lady looked at it, this lady was begging me, like begging me on her knees. My concern was not about that. My concern was to get well and get out of the hospital. And God healed me, and I was able to get out of the hospital. So, Elijah, man,
Yeah,
listen, I don't
yeah,
want to thank you. I
when
want to thank God for you. Yeah, yeah. I want to thank God for you, and I just want to thank God for everyone, man. I want to thank God for our sister. We'll just give our sister a moment or two. She will, kind of wrap up on her testimony, and our sister couple and our brother Elijah will come in, and we'll be wrapping up on this. And we just want to give
I,
God the glory and give God the praise. Go ahead,
Um,
go ahead. Go
um,
ahead, Gito.
my go back comment. Oh, last comment to you guys on this show. Oh, Elijah. All of those that you contacted, when it comes to Spoon TV, I went in his mailbox and I left him a message there. I wrote the message and sent it to him even before I could get an appointment to come for the surgery. I even did that long time just so he can do something on the network for me. But he didn't respond to that message. Until when I started messaging him, doing a whole lot to get to him, he didn't respond. But all those people, God didn't want them to be in the picture.
yes,
God
yes,
wanted us to see the
oh,
love. If
yes.
there is no love,
Mm-hmm.
God did this on a purpose that let it stay out. Let me see the love among them.
Love among my people.
So
Yeah.
this my rise and testimony. Let the love continue. What little we can do to help somebody in there, God is in it.
Yes.
And He will take everybody from that situation where they don't belong. So I'm
Amen.
grateful to God that I'm home with my kids today. And I am home, I'm home. Doing every necessary exercise and doing everything to get stronger and more stronger. It's just been
Says Gero,
hard.
says Gero, sorry. You said something about your children. I thought to ask you. I know that was your closing comment. But
Yeah.
how's the little man, the man who used to jump on you when he didn't know that mommy was in pain? How the little man do? How did they cope with it? You were away for some time.
Well, when I was sick, he got used to his surrounding.
Okay.
Yeah, he got used to his sister, even his auntie. He was most of the time with them because I was like in anger and pain. So whenever he come, he's a strong guy. His energy is 24 hours no rest. He would just come to that and jump on me all like I feel the pain. I would popping up. He would be like crying and all of somebody would kind of grab me. Let's go. I said, no, he gets sleep with me on the bed because it's so rough. When he turn around the ball, I kick my stomach, I would be crying. I said, so I saw it, no joke. I read there, I forced him on him. So he got used to the people that were giving him more comfort. So for that, I didn't worry about the aspect. But the last day I was coming, I called. Grandma, how you doing? What Julius? Julius said they are singing all the song. He said he get all of me. I said, yeah, grandma. He in that mood. They can talk and they will ask questions, but who is this black lady that I used to see? I can see her anymore. That feelings will come to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes he'll be sad. He just won't be by himself. That was the kind of mood he was in when I called him. Yeah, on Friday, I started coming in the morning. He didn't talk to me. He was mad, but when he saw me, he was so happy. God went there straight up picking up. He was so happy. He said, "Hey, grandma said, you're not telling me bye. Bye." Mommy. I said, yes, I'm here. Then I got the energy. He just, I said, I gotta be you. I said, no, I can't be the boy. Just come here. I said, I was thinking, yeah, I was staying here myself. We stay on that. We stay for you. I said, are you trying to do something? He said, no. I said, don't tell me no. He said, okay. He was still funny. Yeah. From one transition to another. So I got to fight hard to get him and put him in the place.
Um,
And that's my job. I said, he said, no. I said, you just tell me no. Yeah. You know, well,
they don't know your pain, what you're going through. They are
yeah,
so rough. Yeah.
they don't know, but
They don't
I'm
know.
happy they are around. Yeah, I'm in healthy, everybody okay. So
Yes.
I'm so grateful for the family, the Lucian family in America, in Liberia, all parts of the world that greeted me financially. They were there for me. They supported me. I'm grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for this network, Elijah. He shared a picture of the organization. When we went to them, they agreed. They posted it. And then I went and saw it and I started to share it. And God grace, I got some fun from there. And he really helped in the process. He helped all out. He helped all out. Up to now, friends are still sending me some money
Always.
cash out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you to
All right,
be
so
here.
I want to say thank you so much. I want to say God bless you. We'll still be anytime the platform is here. We'll still be getting back to you. I know the hospital said 4 months, but we'll still get back to you within the 4 months. So, folks, we want to say thank you for tuning in. And this has been a special edition with our sister Gayduo. Uh, um, for Elijah and Couple is their sister. Well, for me, it's my mother. So we just want to say God bless you, sister. We want to
Yeah.
say, the God continue to shower His blessing upon you.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll be taking leave.
You're a
We'll be
champion.
taking leave of you and
I'm a
Elijah. You want
champion. I won a
to?
race.
Oh yeah, you're a champion. Oh, we are a champion. We are. Everyone in Luton.
Everybody's a champion. We won a race.
Yes,
Yeah.
we want to read.
We
That's true.
pray.
Yep. I,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
yep.
Champion.
Congratulations, man. So happy for
Thank
you.
you so
We're so
much.
happy
I,
for you, sis Kiddo.
Oh,
We're
Oh
happy
boy.
for you. And we wish you all the best in your recovery.
amen. Thank
Yeah.
God.
all right, sis, kiddo. We'll talk to you another time.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All
Bye-bye.
right. Man, that was powerful. That was a powerful testimony.
Whether you want to recognize our guests and
Yeah,
just raise some comments.
let me recognize our guest quickly. I will begin with the president, President Robert Jerome Jala, who has the man has a camp, leadership camp, I would say. Uh, and we're also followed by the unofficial president, President Enoch Vegetarian Krumah, and our brother Trokon Audrey, and Reverend Dr. Eric Molly. Let me pronounce the name to you. Reverend Dr. Eric Molly uh, Pakoro
Allison.
Allison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother Cohen, Mother Lawo Cohen. That's our mother right there. And our brother Richie. Brother Richie is following us from Chicago. Brother Richie, in fact, he's a pastor. Following us from Chicago, Illinois, Windy City. Um, so now I'm confused. Is it our sister or our brother? I know our brother Dickinson Zach Williams. We want to say thank you
Psycho,
so much.
psycho.
Uh, Chris
But
Kawula.
Willie,
Yeah,
Willie,
yeah.
Zach, do you remember Zach?
Zach,
Man,
it sounds familiar.
man, Zach was one of the radical campers we ever had on camp. That dude, Zach, yeah,
Our sister
Zach was
Grace,
a counselor on
Grace
camp.
Martin Tour. Want to recognize his grace. Want to recognize our own Papa Woos, Papa Jimmy Woos.
Kill it, kill it.
Want to recognize our Reverend Smokey Cockler. He was on the phone with us. Our sister Henra Bessa. Thank you so
Yep.
much. This is my own sister from St. Matthews, Dimar. Want to say thank you so much for following our sister Hawa White Oniba. Want to say thank you all so much. Thank you for following. Very shortly, we will be having the elections committee from the LYF and couple again. I said, you guys, man, the women try to hire these people, professional people.
You
But
know,
Elijah, you can come in. Couple, you can come in. I mean, this testimony, the testimony from our sister. A
yeah, it
couple.
was there was something Gayduo mentioned concerning the family around. You know, when you're sick and you don't have people around you, that alone can won't kill you. That alone. Yes. And you know they have people in the hospital who they don't even have family. Like the last time they were telling me that somebody they were just call him. Oh, Pastor Martha, where are you? Can you come minister the funeral, right? They don't have family. He can just go to the funeral home and he preach about it. He said, Papa, that sometimes they have been there years, sometimes months. They will just call. Yeah, minister the funeral, he pray, no family, and go and bury that person. Yeah.
Couple,
So
Yes,
it's,
couple,
it's, it's
sis
so
couple,
beautiful
yeah,
that
sis
when you
couple,
couple.
look
Yeah.
at
Let
couple.
me just
couple so,
come in on that.
Elijah,
Well,
Elijah, sorry to jump in. We have the chairperson of the elections committee on the phone with us, Sis Garman.
yeah,
Sis Garman, want to welcome you. And please, I want to say thank you very much for taking up the time to join us. Can you please tell us how was the entire electoral process, the LYV electoral process at KP?
We want to say good evening to everyone, and
Madam Chair.
we thank God that we all do on this platform. As we said, if you call upon us, we're going to come back. I'm sorry, most of our police we got in late, and most of them are very tired, and they said we could not make it. So, like we told you the other time, when was on your platform, we started the process. Also, there was the standard listing that was posted, I think, on this platform too. So yesterday was the NLRF election. We were doing both election and revision of the NLRF Constitution with some amendment too. So the process started somewhere around 11. We started first with the revision and amendment of the Constitution, and that took us for some time, and we was able to go through that successfully. Somewhere between 5:30 to 6, we started the election process. Per the application, we had 8 persons that applied, and then we had 2 persons for presidency, and then we had 1 person for vice president, and all of the other rest, the general secretary, the assistant treasurer, financial secretary, and chaplain was all one candidate. And we went through the interview, like I said, and then 2 persons was disqualified. So meaning we went at the election yesterday with 2 vacancies. It was late that we couldn't put up because application was closed. So we have to go to the election as it was that we're going to take nomination from the floor for the 2 positions that were left, of which were the general secretary and the chaplain. We started the process and we call in people to set up the bar and what have you. And when we got through with the setting of the bar, meaning calling in the delegate to start the process, and then we received letters from 2 of the contestants. That was the vice president and then the one of the presidential candidates, a person of Emmanuel Kumi, and then Abraham Moruba. They sent a letter declining their position to contest. Emmanuel declined contesting as a president, and then Abraham declined contesting as a vice president. So, meaning we were to open another nomination for those 2 positions, so making it 4, which was the vice president, one of the presidential candidates. We have 1 now, so we're actually opening it for vice president and then general secretary. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening.
We are you.
So, then we what's happening?
I have an internet.
In the process, we gave the white balloting go. We had the representative of the bishop in person of the general secretary, Peter Keto, and we had senior brother Larry Mary. We also had the late Deacon Jiru, quality President John. So they all were there to watch the process. And after we gave the white, we went step by step. We gave the candidate that had a white ballot, that was the financial secretary and the treasurer with the assistant secretary. And then we came with the nomination for chaplain. And we have 1 nomination in person of one Isaac Cooper from Kakata District. And so he was the only person that was nominated. And then, the 2 candidates that declined, we qualified them, right, during the interview.
Oh,
So we didn't have problem with them. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We're listening. We're listening. The network is going in and out, so we're waiting for you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we didn't have problem with them saying they cannot be nominated on the floor. So when we reached to the general secretary for nomination, And then we had two candidates that was nominated for the general secretary, a girl from St. Andrew, from Pecky, and along with Abraham, who was going, who first applied as a vice president, so he was nominated to vote as general secretary. So then we had two candidates for that position. We went through the voting process, and because we needed to vote, so we did not do it with hair count. We have to do it through the ballot box. So we gave them the floor, and even with all of the candidates, and there was question asked. So we have somewhere around 176 delegates, if my memory can set me right. So we went through the voting process for the general secretary. We had one.
Wow.
Folks, you are tuning into MLC Talk. We have on the phone Sis Gamen Wayawulu. She is the chairperson of the Elections and Constitution Committee. As you all know, the network situation back home. So please bear with us a little bit while Sis Gamen is coming back on the phone. Sis Gamen, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, Sis Gamen. We're listening.
So, like I said, so Abraham got 8 out of the 168, and the Becky girl got 50. So that made Abraham to be elected as the general secretary. And then we went to the vice president. There was a nomination on the floor. So Emmanuel, who was going as a presidential candidate, was nominated. Though he resigned his post contesting for the presidency, so he was nominated to contest as the vice president, and that was the only nomination we had on the floor. So Emmanuel came victorious as the vice president, and then we have Enos then having one presidential candidate on a white ballot. So that was the whole for them coming from the process, especially from the position, came to us as a shock as commissioner. Reason being, we put time, we went through the process, but when someone declined, you can't force them to contest. Mm-hmm. So that's how we started, and then the election was conducted. So, meaning was the general secretary.
That's bad network.
I know. Yep. Go ahead. We're listening. Yeah, go ahead. We're listening to you.
Yeah, so I said, so that brought the election to a conclusion. So meaning we had just election for general secretary. So all of the other position was on white ballot.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sis Gamen. We know that it's late in Liberia. We're gonna, we have just probably also two questions each. So Sis Couple will start, and Sis Couple, you can have your direct 2 questions, please. Then I can go.
Madam Chair, I want to say thank you so much, you and your team, for that successful election. Yes, like the last time when you people appear on our show to provide us with some information, like I told them that this particular commission, these are people that I have a confidence in. These are people who I have worked with, and we all work together. And I observed one of the election, the one I was in Fisebu. For the young people, I was there as an observer that year. So I just want to say thank you to the team. But the issue of the the president. You said there were two, right? And one of them withdrew
Yes.
his letter, but he went for interview, right?
Yep.
He went for interview and he withdrew his letter. So he was still qualified to be nominated on the floor.
Yes, yes. Because we went through the interview and we qualified him, we didn't have problem. So he still had a chance if he wanted to. I mean, if they could nominate him for another post.
After he withdrew.
So he
Okay.
applied. Yes, so he applied here, and we did our interview all year, and we qualified him. So we went to
Oh, yeah,
convention, sitting in the hall for the election process to start, and then we received a letter from him that he declined his post contesting as a president.
Okay. So when what's about the revision of the constitution, those comes was it accepted by the convention to be submitted to the central administration? And if yes, can you tell us there are how many comes that the young people accepted to be sent to LCL for approval or amendment?
Well, like I said, we were just called just the evening. We just came home. Our work has not been completed. There were some that were accepted, and there were some that were dropped. There were even some that was to be sent to the bishop for interaction with the bishop, where especially the portion I have to do with the director. So yeah, so I would not be excited to tell you how many of it were accepted because I don't have the data before me now, and how many was dropped. But there were some yes that were dropped, and there were some that were accepted, and the whole portion I have to do with the director was taken to the bishop. The officers committee was given a minute to go and talk it over with the bishop because the bishop have the appointing power and see what would be his view. And then after that, whatever the bishop says, they will get back to the executive committee, the first ESCO meeting, and they will give a feedback to the young people. And then from there, the decision can be taken whether it will be accepted, then it can be placed in the constitution, which part will be accepted, whether it will be modified by the bishop. So we let that whole portion to be taken to the bishop. But some were accepted and some were dropped.
So just a follow up on that. So for that, can you just summarize what was said concerning the director, the proposal for the youth director?
Well, there were. I think we put all of that. If you check in the chat room, like we
Okay.
said, the proposition that was to be amended, it was placed in this very chat room or platform. You can also check there. You will see it there. What Reddit gave the tussle on was the tenure of the director. Is because there was a tenure there for 4 years. And then we had a problem, sometimes the picture it says full. So how do we reconcile with that? And then the issue about there was issue there concerning the director could be a lead person. And what of people in the past they have always been minister. And then the young people don't have the appointing power. It is with the bishop. So that portion should be discussed with the bishop and get his feedback. But if you check there, you will see the proposition. I may not remember all, like I said, it's already dark. I don't have electricity in my house because even the network, I have to come
All
on
right.
because of the network in the house.
No. We
All
got
right.
we got
Thank you.
to hurry
Thank
up
you,
so you can
Madam Chair.
we got to hurry up so you can go,
No,
sis.
no,
Before they can slap their ear.
Okay.
I think the last time I used my community is safe.
Okay. Yeah. But Madam Chair, I have these two questions. One, did the those who decline, okay, did they give any reason for which, or they just decided not to contest for the position any longer?
Well, if I can remember, I think Emmanuel said he declined for the sake of peace, and then for the the NLIF. I don't know what he saw, but for Abraham, I think Abraham just resigned. I mean, declined, and he said he apologized for that.
No, a couple. There's a serious. I mean, some the
Because
man went
they
through the
did
process.
they did not
He
give
was
us
qualified.
they did not give us a detail. Like, it was a process. We were just there. We were there to, so it was left for the conventional or the delegate to ask them for what reason. So it was not in our preference to do that. So we accepted the letters because they declined. So we could not force them to say, "Oh, you can," and because you are qualified. No. So I think that's why I can remember in Maria only you say for the sake of peace and for NLYF. And then for AB, he just said he resigned. I mean, he declined and they apologized to the committee. That's all.
Okay, so the next question also is, I mean, it's similar to, like the first question for the two who declined. Those who are disqualified, I hear you say the chaplain and the general secretary. I know that for the chaplain, when we were reading the guidelines, we were going over the guidelines the last few weeks ago when you were here with us. You talked about, honestly, in the guideline, there was a conversation held on the chaplain's position, wherein the person should be, um,
God fearing.
the person should be God fearing. So was it on that basis that he was disqualified because he was not God
No,
fearing
no,
in the idea of the committee? The committee did not see this person as God fearing, quote unquote God fearing. That's why he was disqualified.
no.
Okay.
It was not. And then after we went through the interview, we sent them communication as to why they were disqualified. And those are confidential issues unless they want to challenge if they were going to challenge the committee to say we disqualified them wrongly, then we're going to prove our evidence. But it's not on not godliness. No, it was something apart from that.
What was it on? Was it on financial issue? Because there's another point in there that says it
No,
should
it
be
wasn't.
financial declare.
No, it wasn't at all. So if you want to, maybe we contact the candidate themselves because we wrote them and told them why they were
I said
disqualified.
the,
So
the
those
chairperson, the chairperson is
are
surrounded
confidential.
by legal
My
experts.
legal
So
team.
she carefully
Because
choosing her words.
the chairperson is also a policy maker.
You see
So
that? So she carefully choosing her words.
Well,
yeah,
Yeah, but since Gabby, I mean, actually, we really want to thank you. Your work for our church, the young people, and these are some of the things that we want to see. I was just joking with sis couple before you came on. I said, the women should hire the LYF elections committee. These are the things we want to see. It was just a joke actually for our mothers that are listening from the women's department. It's just a joke. I was just joking with sis couple. These are the things that we want to see. Even though though we go to an electoral process, but at the end of the day, we want to see that it is peaceful. We want to come back again as a unit, and
it
you
is
know, I mean,
conducted fairly.
fairly,
The fair
to try
election
to
bring peace.
investigation.
It bring
Right.
peace.
People,
Okay.
the elections commission will investigate those who they have the final candidate listing. They will scrub that list and
Yeah.
investigate, and those who are even delegates, they will investigate everything before going to the before going to the electoral process. Anyway, this is all part of the electoral process, but before going to election, they will do all of their vetting so that at the end of the day, any decision that is made, like you said, the chaplain was disqualified. If any one of them are going to challenge, saying, "I don't know why did you disqualify me," then now you can come on in the public and say, "But if you come on the line and say, but Willie, you are disqualified. We saw you drinking beer, and we don't think that is appropriate as a leader of our youth department. If we saw you drinking beer publicly, then I know that I know that I can bend my hand somewhere and I can challenge you. I'm scared to challenge because I know anyway. You say I was drinking beer. I agree, but Right. As you know, exactly. So I mean, these are things that we want to see in our church, and we just hope and we pray that going forward, um a lot of people, not really a lot of people, but our organization, our church will learn from this. It was at the national convention last year, with the last election. It wasn't last year, but the year before. And the same electoral process went on. Reverend Zizi, said, for the sake of peace in our church, I declined to contest. My senior brother will go ahead, or my senior pastor will go ahead. And I really want to applaud the effort of Brother Emmanuel. Brother Emmanuel is a hero, for the sake of peace in the LYF. He said, why I can't go against my brother. He can go ahead, and he gracefully accepted the nomination for
As
vice
vice president.
and the vice president. I understand the vice president too is secretary. So you see, vacancy was there, and who knows?
Oh,
They might have had little chit chat in the background and say, guys, let us just come onto one table.
as
And
a team, yes, that go
as a
as a
team,
team.
and you will see peace and harmony in the office as they go to work, rather than having these bad feeling among one another. You would not really see that coordination. It wouldn't really flow among the people. But I mean, since Carmen, we really want to say thank you. I mean, we can give you a minute to say your parting comments, but we actually want to really, really appreciate you for the time.
Well, we want to say thank you on behalf of our team, the commissioner. We say thank you for hearing our view or listening to us on the air, for inviting us. And we also want to tell the young people, thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve them for two-term election 2021 and 2022. The initiative was done by the former president, Jirin Chada, when he appointed us as commissioner, and then we contacted his outgoing election. And then when the president outgoing George Maluba took over, he also gave us the opportunity to serve. So it was good working with the young people. Like we said in our previous discussion, this was the auxiliary we passed through. If you see some of us doing what we do now, it was because of this department. Yes. So we are just giving back. We may not have the finances or whatever for our service.
Right.
We can give back. I also want to tell the delegates, the conventional as a whole, want to tell them thank you for the decision they made. And we thank them for every process. And though it was hectic, we started somewhere 11 and we ended around 8, almost going to 9. But that is part of NLYF election. So for that process, it was even sooner. So I want to tell everyone, thank you, the director, and then the general secretary from the bishop office. They were there. They watched the process. Those were entering into darkness, and they left. Larry, Mary, and all one of you for your support. And we look forward to the new code of officers that will carry the young people forward, and we'll also look forward working with them, even if now I told them I'm retired as commissioner, so I can work different areas. So we want to say thank you. And thank you for this opportunity on behalf of my colleagues. Those people are Anthony, they have to go maybe to go tomorrow and all that.
They gotta go defend somebody tomorrow. But we want to say thank you. Right. But thank you so much, Sis Game, and we know you told the LYF that that's it now, but you know that LYF work. But if they decide to hold you, they will hold you. So anyway, but we really want to thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much, Deeply, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you. That was our sister, Sis Game Walu. She is the current elections committee chairperson for the NLYF. And Sis Couple, the next time you go, the next time you're going to apply, you must be careful. You got to be God fearing.
Oh,
If you go into this committee, This committee will come after you. I'm telling you, this committee will come
Oh,
after you.
you're so scary. Already something just came to my mind, right?
Yeah, right, right.
The women will be going for the convention this week. I'm sure this is the
Oh,
second
this
week.
week,
Yeah, I think this is the second week. The second week in March or the third week. I think it will be the third week.
the third week. Okay, yeah, we
Yes.
hope to have
So
the
I think we need to invite the women president.
it's an
She
open
need that
invitation. Yeah,
that
I would yeah, we
yes.
will yeah,
There
we'll
are
try to
lot
reach out to them. So
there are lots of things that we need to ask her.
mhm,
That you saw the young people doing a proposal for a constitution revision.
mhm,
I don't know whether the women did that because that was one of our resolution at LTR that brought the issue. There are a lot of things in that constitution that need to be reviewed. So I don't know whether there were any committee set up by her or by who to do the revision, but I stand to be corrected. I did not hear anything because if it had happened, I would have heard it from my president because we chat almost all of the time. I think it should have been sent to the various parishes, yes, to come or just what the young people did, those areas that you think, because there are a lot of sticky issues that the women have in their constitution that it doesn't make any it
it's
doesn't
not adding up.
show any present day reality, right?
Hmm.
The issue of all queens to vote. Why will all queen vote? The issue of advisor, who determine advisor?
Mm,
Yes, all advisors should vote, and all the advisors when they come from Montreal district. So
mm,
who determines these people to be advisor? These are things that need to be looked at. Yes, because if I'm a woman president and I can make 50% advisor because I'm going to
yeah,
election and all of them they are electable to vote. So we say
right.
no, it shouldn't be that way. So I don't know whether there were any proposals sent to the national office, the LCR, for this coming convention. I don't know. So these are things that the president needs to answer to. So if you can do a communication to her and see how best we can get and see how the convention is going to be. I think the going is southeast. Yes.
Yeah, so
Yes. So you need to.
so what I would say to that, sis couple, what I would say to that is this that I think after a certain time there's a need to review to review and if possible revise the constitution. Our church, the LCL, is also going through the same process.
But this is
Uh,
why LCS say all Asada should do that. So my point is the what
y-
are
y-
the
y-
women have done there, like the young people
they-
did.
they- Mathieu,
Yes.
Mathieu, you
So
listen. I know you got your ears to the ground. You listening
and
from Banner
I'm
Hill, but
eligible because I pay my due in my parish. So I pay
I know
every cent
I know you
from,
pay
from,
a
from my
I know
parish. So
I know you
my
pay a
mom, they say,
dues.
put your money can be. They play my money, I play, I put in my mouth. My,
Oh, I know you pay your dues, but you're not on ground. So
no,
let's
this is
invite.
why I'm saying the president,
That's
we
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
invite the president. Yes.
Let's invite the
The
president.
president will
Uh,
come. The president
yeah.
can invite the president to come and talk about the upcoming convention. Number one, number two, where are the women when it comes to constitution refusion as per the LCR mandate? What are they
Mhm.
doing? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and a whole lot of things. You know, to be honest with you, this month of March is gonna be it's gonna be jam packed. Yeah, so we have one, two, three, four, five. Um, on the so folks on the on next Sunday we hope to have another conversation regarding the situation that took place in the situation that took place in Totota. We we are hoping to have one of the representatives, the from the local group. We want to have one of them here on the platform to speak with us. There have been a lot of people, there are a lot of concerns. People are asking questions on, you know, next steps. What's next? Even we want to hear from local community. We want to hear people from there. So hopefully we can get Reverend Moma also with us this coming Sunday. But this coming Sunday we're going to be discussing the issue there at Todota. And the following Sunday we hope to have the our our leaders, um, leaders who were in charge or who are in charge of the entire Toyota issue. We want to have them coming on the show, and hopefully we can have the president of the National Lutheran Women Fellowship, as proposed by our colleague, to share like just how we did with the National Lutheran Youth Fellowship, and to invite our president. It's been a long time since we spoke with her. Uh, uh, we've not heard from her yet, so it's been a long time since our sister came on the show. We hope that sis Yama will, you know, agree to appear on the show with us. The next will be we will be inviting also the president elect of the National Lutheran Youth Fellowship, President Enoch. And
So
I will
let
tell you, President Enoch, and I will tell you, President Enoch, we're going to treat you like Joe Buckeye. The moment you take office, we'll start reminding you, you got to do exactly what you promised to do for the LYF. Please don't leave the LY in darkness and people sweating, and you say, oh, I just took over. No, please prepare yourself. Yeah, prepare yourself. Get things, try try as much as possible to get the ball rolling on day one. Again, we will remind you, President Enoch, there's a reason why your brother Emmanuel decided not to contest. He decided to allow you to go on white ballot. United front to build the NLYF we want. So, Enoch, this is your platform, or we'll say your
oh, you
manifesto.
accountable.
Everything will hold you accountable. Self-sustainability, strengthening ecumenism, spiritual growth, positive character development, positive. These are big things. We're gonna
You
call you on
think
this show. These are big things you're talking
what is
about.
that?
Positive character. So what? Couple.
Spiritual growth,
No, no, no,
positive
couple.
character
No,
development.
couple, couple. What mean by spiritual growth, positive character development? So no positive character in the NLIF?
You don't
Is that
need
what
to
Enoch
just
saying?
explain that. He needs to.
Hmm. We're going to be bringing Enoch here on the show. We'll give him a little bit of time. So maybe the fourth Sunday, we're going to be bringing Enoch, president elect. Maybe by the time he'll be president proper, but we're going to bring Enoch on the show. He talked about, we, we already have a good relationship with our ecumenical partners. So he said he want to build on that to strengthen that relationship. He talked about self-sustainability so that the LYF would not only rely on the 8,000 or 5,000 coming from the ELCA or the contribution coming from ELCB. I know that the LYF has a farm. I think LYF also has a rubber farm as well, or cocoa farm. What can we do at KP? He talking about self-sustainability. And also he talked about young men and
Young
women
men and women
empowerment.
empowerment. Wow.
So why Enoch did not start with young women and men empowerment?
He start with
And
young men slash
he
women.
started
Made it
young
women
men and women.
second.
He made
He
women
will answer.
second.
He will answer that. He
Is it
doesn't
going?
want to be. He doesn't
Is
want to be gender sensitive,
is
especially for the
is
females.
it how he gonna keep running
Yeah, to
his
be putting the
leadership,
women, to be
to put
putting the
men
women at
first
the
and
back.
put women
But
in the
he
back?
forgetting to know that he has 3 women on his team, and
Gotta be very careful.
they are the financial. So when he want mess up, we just seize the money.
Gotta be very careful. If you see the I will show you this photo, Enoch, and remember this photo, Enoch. If you are still following us, Enoch, look at this photo.
One,
The
two,
lady,
three.
the lady who is not in the Lutheran Youth Fellowship attire, she has on a lapper, black, red, white, and green lapper. This lapper, she got bag on her shoulder. She tied this lapper over that bag. You gotta be careful. If not,
Yeah, thank you, man.
you will run into problem. No, I'm serious. We'll have to be very careful. But again, folks, I want to say thank you all so much. Thank you for staying with us. Um,
Yeah,
we couldn't do this without we couldn't have done this without you. And we know
exactly.
every time every week you look up to this show, you look up to having information from our church back home. Again, we are a platform that, I mean, we are very much proud to be to restrict our contents to the Lutheran church. The Lutheran church. It can be Lutheran church in South Africa, Lutheran church in Ghana, Lutheran church in America, Lutheran church in Canada. It's all Lutheran. Anything we discuss here, it got to be Lutheran involved in it. Like the Loma man will cook and he will want to put a little bit of toboggi in the gravy. So, little bit of country soda he want to put in the gravy. So we do everything Lutheran. We'll have our closing comment from our sister. How you pronounce your last name? I you see there. I ask you a question how you pronounce your last name. Then
You ready?
I want to say how you pronounce your last name. I know your name
Compulsory Nyanya, please.
I would
Thank
say
you. I'm Mistress Nyanya.
from child from NLYF Hood. I shouldn't say from childhood. From NLYF Hood,
For 2000.
I know you couple silly. So the last name, I only ask, can you pronounce your name for us, please? That's all I
Compulsory Nyanya.
ask.
Mistress
Yeah.
Nyanya.
Okay.
Okay, well, it was wonderful being
That
on
they
the
need
show
that they,
today.
no quick question. That they need you God. That they need call the pastor to preach that sermon. Go ahead, go ahead, let's wrap up.
We had a wonderful time today, yeah. There's Sunday in length. Yes, it was a great show. Like everybody listening to our system, we all have our own testimony to give. But when you listen to your friend own, I mean, you forget about your own, and you just tell God, thank you. Like I was saying to myself yesterday, I said, "Oh, I'm in March." Then mother said, "But what's going on?" I said, "Oh yeah, yeah. This month make me 1 month and I went on a massage. The 20th I will be 1 month and I went on a massage."
One
And I
more,
was
1 year.
yeah, 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that my sister shared the issue of a family being around. And
Mm-hmm.
Elijah said they were praying in the nurse. Everybody went around the nurse, got to tell them the doctor. So you got to lower your voice because this is, other people are in. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
people can be so excited when these things happen, when people go on a safe procedure, because these are procedures people go on and they don't come back, they don't survive it. So when you see yourself or your family member being a survivor of such procedure, I mean, all you can do is to just tell God, thank you. You
Yeah.
just praise God, yeah, because if we all have our own testimony on our lips to explain. Yeah, like myself, when I went through the surgery, I said I went through the surgery on a Friday. People never stopped visiting me. Saturday, that Friday, the doctor came. The doctor called Mrs. Johnson because she was with me for the surgery and my family. So they called her and said, "What? They need to make the guest. They can need to rest. Please, everybody, just come in. Who is she? Who is this person? Where's this person at the hospital just back there?" If I said, well, after I rested, I said I could have time to go there. No, say after another year, we'll go and see this couple because we don't know who is this couple. Not everybody. So the life you live, it speaks for you. Yeah,
Yeah.
the way you talk with people, the way you live with people, the way you friendly with people. When you are in problem, people always come around. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I saw the young people, my young people for NYF, for MTLYF, I was in the room. I said, wow, I was so glad. So I just imagine the feelings that my sister had. I just put it in my shoe because I was one step before.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so we
Mm-hmm.
just want to tell God thank you. We just want to praise Him for our sister. That is that testimony will continue to be on her lips. It
Yeah.
will never depart her. It will continue to praise God for what she went
Mm-hmm.
on. And God being God, I mean, everything just worked out for His good. Like she said, He never wanted those big platforms to be in His
Mm-hmm.
praise. In
Mm-hmm.
His divine healing. He wanted us as a church family to continue to
Really come
work
together, put
together.
our hands.
Yes, He
Yep.
does everything for the best. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
just a lesson learned that
Yeah.
we should hold together. We should
Yeah.
continue to be together. When we hear
Mm-hmm.
our neighborhood is on fire, we should
Mm-hmm.
step in even if we're not be there to do all, but we should try. And I just want to encourage our Lutheran brothers and sisters, our
Mhm.
children. This platform is for everybody. At least
Mhm.
every Sunday, just tune in. And
Mhm.
even you have probably, some people who are not well from various probably just going through this serious illness. I mean, you just raise the awareness. We will
Mhm.
come in. We will
Mhm.
come in. Even if at $5, it will
Mhm.
be presented to that person.
Yeah,
So let us
absolutely.
please be our brothers, sisters. And to
Absolutely.
our young people, I'm so proud. Always proud of the young people.
Mhm.
Yeah, always proud of them. Except Carmen said they went through the election and everything was okay. You see people backing up, giving way for other people.
Mhm.
But I think we need to learn from that. Yes,
Yeah.
we need to learn from that.
Mhm.
And the issue of backing up is not in all cases you will do that, but when you know the person is competent, the person has worked for the organization, the
Mhm.
person has been committed, you can do that. You can see reason and say, oh yes, I know the person. I can vouch for this person.
Yeah.
But now when the person has not made any commitment, no, you cannot back up for such a person. There are
Mhm.
times you go into the race and say, oh yeah, we will go into it. And any
Mhm.
kind. But I just want to congratulate the newly elected officers. I'm
Mhm.
proud of my girl from Partnersville Parish. That is one of my girls that I can boast of. Yes, she's hardworking. I can post for her. And my girl Dorcas. A shout out congratulations to you girls, man. That the ratio is what 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
So women participation will get more than I don't know how many percent there. So I just want to say thank you to the team, thank you to the commissioners, Sis Kami and her team, to my brothers, the legal boys.
Mhm.
Kudos to y'all, man. I tell you
Yeah.
people, thank you for conducting a peaceful election at Camp KP and to the past leadership, the outgoing leadership, Mr. President. I want to say thank you for staying in the affairs of the young people for I think 6 years. 6 years he served. I want to tell you thank you. Yeah, your team. Yeah, thank you so much. To the incoming, we pray for more wisdom. I see people lead the young people for the next 3 years. Woody, I give it to
Yeah.
you.
Yes, so couple. I want to say, thank God too, also for our sister Gayduo. I just want to thank everyone, thank all of you. Thank God for our brother Elijah Zina as well. Um, you talk about visitation. I remember sometime my dad was sick. He took surgery, at Gwami Hospital. At the time, Liberia was really good. Took he had to undergo surgery, and they had to put on the door, no visitor is allowed, because people kept
Hmm.
going in and going in and going
Okay,
in.
and
They had to write a big sign on the board, no visitor is
oh
allowed.
my
So we had to go through our, his neighbor's room, and that room had a back entrance. So we had to go through there and go to the
God,
back.
snake.
That's the only way we were gonna go. Yeah, but he said no visitor is allowed. So we really want to thank God, thank God. And like you said, these are times that we need to come together as as brothers and sisters, wrap our hand around. And brother Smoke, not brother, but Reverend Smoke Cockler struck a very good point. I remember the late Reverend Tanu Kesali, peace be unto his soul. We all stumble up here when the situation, when our situation was going on.
Yeah.
All stumble up here. Everyone try. I remember, not to really name names, but I remember Reverend Goba. Reverend Goba went even to John Hopkins Hospital, and according to him and some of his, some of the leaders there at John Hopkins, they told him that, he said, but if the man is in the U.S., we can help, but he being in Liberia, we cannot help. If he's here, we can help. So, you know, everyone try as much as possible, but as God will have it, God saw our effort, but he called his servant unto him. But again, this time around, we really want to thank God for our sister. Everyone, the fear grabbed everyone that talking about February 28th just for a visit and stuff like that. But she said it, she said her faith, she had
Yes.
that faith.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Bible story wherein the lady, she didn't want for Jesus to lay hand on her. She just wanted to touch Jesus' garment. That's all she
Just a
wanted. And
touch.
when she
Just a
touched the
touch.
garment, He was Mayhew. She said,
Yeah.
listen, let me go in front of that Mayo clinic. I packing all my bag, I go in. Let me go in front of that Mayo clinic. Let them see me and tell me, say, go out of there. And she had a fit. And we really want to thank God for her, for our sister, Sis Gayduo. And also, I just want to highlight this. One of our sisters, she's St. Matthew's Parish. I think you saw the picture. Her name is Sis Swaji Smith. Sis Swa Smith is not doing well at this time. We're just calling on everyone in Liberia, in America, in Europe, everywhere you are. It can even be a dollar. Please let us help our sister. I believe by tomorrow she will be going to the hospital. They will be taking her to the hospital because she didn't have money. But at this time, we've raised just a little bit, a little amount. But we are calling on you, please, any amount that you can.
What's
There
the number?
Yeah, I'm about to give the numbers right here, and we will call our brother to join us as well. Probably during the okay. So these two numbers, brother Jerome Colley, 088. Okay, the number. Okay, so it's 088 888 9753. 088 888 9753. Brother Jerome Colley. And Sis Yama Colley, 088 027 3507. 088 027 3507. Our sister Swa Smith, she is not doing well at this time. There's an SOS call to save our sister. Please let us try. If you are in Liberia, please, or if you are in the diaspora, the two names that I just called, if you call and you can't reach out to them, if you are close to our mother Nenswa BN Livingstone, please reach out to Sis Nenswa. Sis Nenswa is the youth advisor at St. Matthew's Lutheran Church, and also the president of the NLYF. He's fully informed, and this is something that we are running, that we are trying to seek support for right now. Our sister Swaji Smith, she is not doing well. She had not given us the permission to share any photos yet. So we just want to say this, that we've seen her photo. She's not doing too well. Sis Swa, she served the local parish, St. Matthew Lutheran Parish. So we're just calling on everyone, please, again, any contribution, please send it to Brother Jerome Colley. His name is Jerome Colley, 088 888 9753. 088 9753. And Sis Yama Colley, 088 027 3507. 088 027 3507. From here, we'll be posting the information also in the my Lutheran Connections chat room. So please, we're appealing to you. Please send any contribution you can. It can even be $1 United States dollar. It can even be $5 Liberian. Please contribute to help
Yes,
with
much.
medical
That is
costs.
in it.
Yeah, little is much when God is in it. Please, we, you know, we have limited time. We don't want to wait until last minute to start contributing some other money. The money right now we contribute is very, very important. The young
Yeah.
people are undertaking this initiative. The young people are contributing the little much that we can. But please, let us contribute. We're just appealing to you. We know that we can do this. Let us send our sister to the hospital. We'll be giving you updates in the coming weeks. But the first thing is we want to send our sister to the hospital. I think it's something that had to do with some internal medicine, but we're just appealing to you. Please, again, I will repeat this number and then we'll be closing up. Any contribution, please send it to Brother Jerome Colley, 088 888 9753. 088 888 9753. Brother Jerome Colley. Sis Yama Colley, 088 027 3507. 088 027 3507. You can still reach out to Sis or Mother Nenswa being Livingstone. Mother Nenswa being Livingstone. Just let her know that it is for Sis Swa Smith Health. Sis Swa Smith Health. So please, I want to thank you all so much. May God bless you and may God continue to shine his face on us, and may God continue to grant us his peace. Until we see you next Sunday, we want to say have a great and blessed week. Until next